I've been in too many implementations for digital assistants to count at this point. The majority of my career I've spent delivering this type of technology for a myriad of industries, sectors, companies. I've been able to experience the challenges that some industries and some companies have in deploying this type of technology into their infrastructure. But I've also seen how you can leverage this type of technology to advance your brand, advance your foot place in the market, and really bring yourself into a new generation of digital products. So I approach an implementation in a number of different ways, and it really just depends on the customer, the industry, and the value that I'm ultimately going to bring a brand. There are unique situations for every single customer in the form of use cases that we have to deliver to. Each use case is unique in its own sense. Even within an industry, take an insurance industry, if you were to deploy a specific industry-specific use case, it's still going to require a uniqueness company to company. So that requires an element of personalization, an element of a tailored approach to every single one of our customers. And so we really try to dig into our customers' needs, requirements, scope, timelines, standard software delivery methodologies to understand what we are going to build with them. We'll start with a formal workshop where we'll kick off the project, we'll deploy our resources to that project, understand the scope, the timeline, the requirements. We want to keep it very lightweight in how we deliver these implementations. So right after the kickoff, we'll move right into a build phase, where we'll go through our design approach, we'll integrate the technology into a variety of systems, we'll go through rigorous training exercises, making sure that our NLU models and our AI models are baselined and trained at an appropriate level to go live with. We'll layer in a lot of customer success analytics and reporting to ensure that we have the metrics and the tools necessary to understand and evaluate performance over time. And after going live and deploying, it's constant optimization, it's constant monitoring and evolution of the platform and the use cases from there, and ideally expanding into additional areas of opportunity within the brand and within the industry. So the documents and deliverables that we supply for each implementation really varies by use case, by customer, by industry, really unique per implementation. But what sets Pipestream apart in a very unique way on how we deliver these types of implementations is the way that we look at the users who are ultimately going to be end users of this type of technology. So we'll go in, we'll take a very design thinking approach to understand who those users are, what they like, what they dislike, build those empathy maps, those user persona definitions to tailor and design a conversation around those end users. That will lead us into building and designing conversation flows or engagement flows around that end user demographic. It'll allow us to build test plans off of those conversation flows. We'll have specific outputs as it relates to our natural language understanding models to assess the effectiveness and the accuracy of them prior to and post going live. We'll also layer in a lot of our analytics and reporting work products and capabilities, custom dashboards, heat maps, topic modeling, and free text analysis to really dig into exactly the activity and the behavior that's flowing through our solution and how we can ultimately evolve and optimize the solution over time. There are other standard deliverables and work products that will output in terms of a deployment plan and other accuracy type of scores in terms of our models and test plans and test cases. But the unique way on how we put these documents together and deliver them throughout the implementation have really allowed us to be successful over time. So there are a number of factors that we can attribute to a successful implementation. The first is a client commitment to its success. So client engagement is critical for the build out and the implementation of a successful solution. Our technology and our expertise on the Pipestream side can only bring the product and the technology so far. In order for long-term success, we need our customers' brain power. We need an understanding of their business processes to truly embed that technology into their business, into their ecosystem, for it to learn and evolve over time. The second is a technical infrastructure that allows our platform to easily integrate into our customers' technical systems or backend systems. So the value of a Pipestream session or interaction, what we bring to the table in the form of our elegant user experience, is the ability to automate an interaction. So in order to create that truly transactional experience, a robust, mature technical infrastructure with APIs or web services available for our technology to integrate into creates that seamless UX and allows us to really easily integrate and get our technology up and running very quickly. The third factor that I would attribute to a successful interaction is the ability for our customers to dive into this technology and leverage it to its fullest. So our customers need to understand that this is a new type of technology. It's not a light switch that you're going to flip on and it's going to solve all of your problems in a day. This type of technology needs to be trained over time. It needs to evolve over time. The Pipestream team will be there to assist you throughout and surface recommendations to feed into the solution. But we need to understand that this is a long-term evolution of the product. But we need to understand that this is a solution that needs to be, evolved over time, and we need to massage it into a successful part of your technical infrastructure. There are a number of strengths to the Pipestream platform. I want to touch upon three in particular. The first is the rich UI. So we've taken a philosophy at Pipestream where dialogue is just one component of an interaction with a user. We found that a less text-heavy conversation produces a more successful result than relying only on text. So our philosophy is more tapping and swiping and less typing and texting. And we found that creating that rich, elegant experience within our UI that supports all of this has proven very successful no matter which demographic or which user base is using our platform. Our second is our ability to automate. There is a direct correlation between a successful session, a successful interaction, and a transactional experience. So we need to integrate into a variety of systems to enable a successful interaction, a transactional experience. The ability for us to integrate into an API within a matter of minutes and display that information back to the user, or be able to read and write from a database, is extremely powerful and extremely valuable in creating that very rich, transactional, automated experience, and it directly correlates to how successful an interaction is. And the third is what I like to call the lightweightness of our solution. So we're a cloud-based product, which makes us lightweight to begin with, but we take it to the next level in terms of how quickly we can get our solutions up and running, how quickly we can deploy these solutions, and how quickly we can deliver value to our customers based off of our deployments.